Was shaking and baking. Welcome back to Chicago Reacts. My name is Kit. Thank you so much for joining us. And I just want to say again, through my magical powers, I can make things happen. Get that train happening right behind me too. But we're not here to watch the trains. We're not here to look at the clouds. We're here to react to a fun video. And that's why all of you are here. And today we're going to be reacting to the Italian pink meme. The memes. That's right. We're going to be reacting to the Italian tank meme by Potential History. This looks like a lot of fun. Can't wait to react to it. As a fellow Italian, I hope it represents Italy well. But chances are it's going to be a meme. So there might be more than meets the eye. So the only way we're going to find out is, well, number one, by pulling up the video and playing a video like right now. It's incredible. Use your side. Okay, first, there's a little random notes. The Incredibles. Great film. Awesome movie. And I remember this scene when, there was a robot and it was going through all the prototypes and it was finding out the mystery. So there we go. What's going to happen now? Italy? Ugh. Oh no. Loading garbage. What? Okay.
Some of the ultimate meme tanks, at least in my opinion, are those from the Italians. And unlike many memes from World War II that became...
Okay, so I'm not an expert. I'm just put in charge of things, right? Not an expert. I'm just put in charge of things. There we go. From my limited knowledge, at least of World War II, because I'm not an expert. Never said I was. You know that Italy, under Mussolini, got slapped around a lot. And what they were working with was shit. Shit. I'm wondering how bad this is.
Jokes later on, or grew out of myths, the people who saw them firsthand were well aware of this at the time. Erwin Rommel writes often about the lack of supplies and equipment given to Italian soldiers by their commanders in North Africa, and their performance suffering as a result. So today we will look at one aspect of this, their tanks. But first, some background from the Armchair Historian.
Hey guys, Griffin here from the Armchair Historian channel. Italy is remembered as one of the three big Axis powers, hell-bent on asserting fascist control all across the globe.
Okay.
Well, either that or as a total joke, and more recently, the latter. From the outset,
I think it's very fair to say that Italy under Mussolini was and always will be a joke. A joke.
During the invasion of Greece, Italy would establish a reputation for not doing so well in the war-waging department. From Stalingrad to Bardia, oh god, just...
Holy shit. When you think you're big and bad, you get a firm slap in the mouth.
Just look at that. Italy's performance remains poor to say the least. For more information on the incompetence of Italy's military, check out the video in the description below. Thanks to Potential History for collaborating with me on this topic.
All right. See, now that's what I like to see. I like to see more collaboration, especially from a lot of YouTube channels that cover history and military tactics and a few other things that, I really like. So, I hope to see perhaps maybe in the future more video collaborations like that. Because again, I'm always hungry to learn more. Because in life, folks, you're always going to learn something new, and there's always someone that could teach you something. So always go through life with an open mind and a little bit of understanding. Because I think it's very fair that we, you know, look at things at different perspectives, different points of view. So, all right, all right. And by the way, when this started off as Mr. Incredible, I thought this was going to be nothing but memes or a joke or somebody just, I'm pretty sure there's going to be some jokes or some wisecracks here and there. But already for this video, I'm learning something new. I'm actually pleasantly surprised. TV33 variant.
This is the most numerous tank produced by the Italian army, which was directly influenced by the design of the British Carden Loyd Mark VI tankette. Often referred to as the CV-33, it featured riveted armor. Hey Mussolini, World War I called. It wants its shitty armor design back. And a bogie suspension on a leaf spring. Although by the time the L-35 variant came out, the armor was bolted, which made for a sturdier design. It was equipped with twin 8mm machine guns and was used just about everywhere the Italians fought, from the Soviet Union to Italian East Africa, and remained in service for the duration of the war. Press F for the guy who had to crew one of these in 1944. The only notable variant of this tank was the L3LF flamethrower variant, as it could spread panic against enemy forces if it got close. Although functional, these tanks did poorly against just about anything with an actual anti-tank gun.
Yeah, I could see that. I don't want to be the guy to talk shit and not pull it off, but already looking at this picture, and again, it's pretty deceptive, but those tanks don't look that heavy. Now, of course, someone's going to type in the comment section below, like, they weighed this amount. But honestly, these tanks look so much of a joke. It looks like I could just walk up to them and just flip them up in the air. I'm looking at these photos. I'm looking at this photo right here, and these tanks look like just boop. Or is it at it looks like, better yet, instead of me, one of these beast up bodybuilders, one of these Instagram influencers, looks like you just pick it up and be like, "Hey, bro, are you doing your gains?" Just lifting that thing right above his freaking head. One of those 6 foot, 7 foot tall, big frame mofos. That like the guy who played the Mountain in Game of Thrones, right? He looks like he could just lift that up above his head and just just juggle 3 of them. And I bet when the U.S. Sherman tanks went up against those things, they just like crushed them over like, a monster truck. Like you see those monster truck derbies.
Or really just a high caliber rifle or machine gun.
Nope.
But I mean, I guess it's kind of cute.
Yeah, it's like a little baby. There is almost no footage of this thing. Oh. How sad.
Fielded in 1940, the L640, designed as a direct upgrade from the L335, was the main tank used by the Italian army on the east.
It looks like some kid just, put some cardboard together, and like inside it is just like maybe 1 or 2 kids moving their bicycle, like they rigged their bicycle and they have like a whole bunch of cardboard and they're just playing make believe. That's what it looks like.
Eastern Front, and also saw service in the North African campaign. It was a light design with riveted armor between 6 to 30 millimeters in thickness, and had a one-man turret in the center with a single Beretta Modello 35 20mm main gun and a Beretta coaxial machine gun. Due to shortages of medium tanks in the Italian army, it was quickly put into regular units, though it was mainly designed for scouting and reconnaissance. It was first put into action in the Balkans and made up a lot of the Italian armored forces in Operation Barbarossa. Although slightly better, this thing was basically a stunted Panzer II, and featured still many outdated designs such as a side door escape hatch and an underpowered engine. This tank was designed to replace most of the Italian designs before it, being sent in large amounts to most of the Italian divisions to directly upgrade old models, and ended up being the main battle tank for the Italians during.
Alright, at the risk of being corrected by the video, this tank looks somewhat good. Looks somewhat decent. What's wrong with it?
during the war. The design was mostly upgrades from previous tanks, namely a wider turret to hold a 47mm anti-tank gun, and a better engine for mobility. The design borrowed heavily from Vickers' 7-ton, which meant it was based on reliable, tried-and-true tank-building methods, which was very good. The problem was, these methods were from the early 30s, making the tank outdated at its debut.
Oh, come on! So it's better than the last two, but it was still from the 30s. What the hell? Who thought? Man, okay, audience. I'm not an expert in history, but you know what? Now my curiosity has peaked. How incompetent was this? If there's a video that you want us to react to, especially in regards to relating to this for World War II, about the incompetence of Mussolini's military, please send us the link. I'll be more than happy to react to this because this is already a clown show. So tic-tac-toe, 3 in a row. These Italian tanks are just nothing but jokes. So hang on, we're stuck with the P-40. Hey, watch me test fate. What's wrong with this one?
This one doesn't count. It came in way too late at the end of the war, made no impact, and I don't even think the Italians used it, just the Germans did. Now I could continue to go on.
Okay, hold on. Wait, we're going to watch it again.
This one doesn't count. It came in way too late at the end of the war, made no impact, and I don't even think the Italians used it, just the Germans.
What anime is this from?
Germans did. Now I could continue to go on, but this became a dead horse beating about halfway.
Sorry, folks. Just one more time.
At the end of the war, made no impact, and I don't even think the Italians used it, just the Germans did. Now I could continue to go on, but this became a dead horse beating about halfway through. For most people, the story of Italian tanks and the Italian army's performance in general chalks up to everything we just discussed on the surface. Their stuff was bad, and they were bad. Let's make fun of them. And although I'm all for a good history meme, I don't think the Italian army deserves it the way they get it. And I would point to 3 reasons as to why. The first reason is, Italy is not a very wealthy country, especially compared to its allies and enemies. The Italians had a very rough go economically for the past 20 years or so, and simply didn't have the money to sink into large-scale military development or expansion. And because of this, they did what they could with the poor industrial base. At the outset of World War II, Italy had been a very agrarian country, and actually would remain that way until the second half of the 20th century. Italy lacked any form of real industrial base, and more importantly, the resources to drive one to create armor.
You know, just seeing those photos of rural Italy, I'm reminded that scene from scenes from the Godfather 2 and the first Godfather movie too, Godfather 1 and Godfather 2, especially the scenes that took place in Sicily. Again, beautiful film, both of them. Godfather 3, different subject altogether. My question is why. It probably was money, but I have no idea what that garbage was. But anyways, I don't want to open up a Pandora's box on that one. Open up a can of worms on that one. But Godfather 1 and 2, the scenes where they look, yeah, I don't know. I just wanted to bring it up. Little random subject, just a little random subject. That's all.
Armored vehicles that could in any way keep up with the other powers it was fighting and fought alongside. And you can see the results of this very clearly in how they not only produce very small vehicles that would be less taxing on the industrial base, but mostly base them off foreign designs because they do not have the industrial capability to produce their own, so they do the best with what they have available. The second reason is, like the French and British, the Italians had refight the last war syndrome very bad. Because of this, Italian commanders, unwilling to break with what worked for them previously, prepared for combat in very rough, unforgiving mountainous terrain, just as they had fought in World War I. This is where the surplus of tankettes comes from. It is not really until 1935 that the Italian army realizes that the situation has changed and they will most likely be fighting in other types of terrain. But, due to the aforementioned weak industrial base, the Italians have a lot of trouble shifting the gears of their economy to a different type of war production, as it is so weak. I think one reason we forget this is due to the fact that Germany very easily was able to shift production from light to heavy tanks, so we expect the same of the other Axis countries, not bearing in mind the economic differences of the two. And now you have to be asking yourself, if this is the case, and these awful tanks are the result, why in the name of God would they throw in behind the Germans to get involved in this gigantic war that even on paper it looks like they have no business being in? Well,
Exactly.
the answer to that, and answer number 3 to this whole question, is this guy. No, wait, this guy. Nah, I'm kidding. It's him. The original fascist brainlet himself, who decided that regardless of his country's economic or industrial standing, he had to restore the Roman Empire.
Oh, great. So he's just a dumb version of Caesar from Fallout New Vegas. A real dumb version. Look, hey, folks. Everything that has a beginning has an end. Roman Empire had its time. It's gone. All empires have their time. They're gone. And yet this big brain idiot Mussolini wants to rebuild the Roman Empire. Yeah. Good luck with that, Jagoff. What a dumb idea. So stupid. He didn't have the economy or the infrastructure to do this, and he decides to get into a global conflict. What an egomaniac. There's a book that I have. It's called World War II Day by Day. I got it, I believe, in 2006. No, not 2006. I got it in 2003, I believe. Yes, I got World War II Day by Day. And it's a history book of the Second World War, but it's done through like the perspective of like a newspaper from 1939 all the way up to 1945. And each segment, there's like certain segments about the war that's happening. I'll probably share the photos on Discord. So when this video comes out, I will then post those photos on Discord. The book that I have, World War II Day by Day, and there's a little snippet in there where Mussolini is, and there's a comment in there where a woman, shoots Mussolini's body 5 times, and she yells at him, "These are for my 5 dead sons who fought for you." Because let's face it, Mussolini wasn't popular near the end of the war, and all of Italy wanted him. So there you go.
Somehow, and pushed his country into war long before it was ready, even actually before World War II began when he got into a conflict in Ethiopia in 1935. And to do this, Beanhead Benito rapidly expands his...
Beanhead Benito. It's a stupid joke, but it's kind of funny. Okay, all right. Come on, kid. Calm down.
Military under the aforementioned economic and industrial problems, of which the poor tanks are only one of many disastrous results, along with holes in logistics, outdated weapons for the infantry, and just an overall lack of modern fighting equipment for the military. I mean, just look at the Italians outside Stalingrad. They're not even really given a fighting chance with what they were equipped with. So my main point is, although Italian...
It looks like a Power Wheel. Like, this is just like a little beefed up Power Wheel. That's what it looks like. It looks like any bodybuilder influencer on Instagram could just pick that thing and huck it like over a mile. It looks like a little cardboard tank some kids put together. What? Oh, this is so sad. Looks like I could drive that on the Dan Ryan.
Italian tanks are an excellent meme. They were born out of a desperate situation and not really in ignorance of the facts of what made a good tank at the time. And I think you could broadly apply this to most of the Italian army, that they were willing to fight and could fight well, but were horribly let down by their leadership's inability to reason with the facts on the ground.
Yeah.
I would like to thank my patrons on...
All right, so number one, I think we learned something here today. First and foremost, the Italian tanks, so stupid. But I really feel sorry for the soldiers that had to deal with the incompetence of Mussolini, his entire regime, his generals, and everyone that was part of his political party. I had no idea it was that bad. I have to say, what a joke. And sometimes, hey, it's best to know your situation and what you have at your disposal. Just don't do it, okay? Just if you feel like you can't do something, it's okay. Just learn. Wait. Build yourself up. Mussolini, you destroyed your economy. You destroyed your country. And yeah, Beanhead Benito. That's what you are, buddy. Anyways, I'm looking forward to reacting to more videos like this. So to our audience, if there's anything you want to recommend for us here at Chicago Reacts to look at, please type in the comment section below. Join our Discord. Check out all of our other pages. We got movies and TV, Twitch, Chicago Plays. We got so much happening. So just be sure to check it out. And yeah, so there we go. With that being said, I want to thank all of you so much for joining us again. My name is Kit, and I'm going to mosey on up out of here. All of you have a wonderful evening, afternoon, day, wherever you are at in the world. Take good care of yourselves. Bye-bye.